Hello, it's Terry Jo Wheeler with the JoyHeartCircle. I'm here to talk to you today about creating a magical morning routine. So first thing I want to say is I know mornings are different for every family, but with COVID going on right now, a lot of us are at home, so we're not having to hurry up and get out of the house, right? So there is a really wonderful time for kids, teens, and adults to create a luscious really nourishing morning, and I'll do a bedtime routine later, practice. So I'm going to talk to you about this today. And first I want to take a sip of my water, because you want to be drinking your water all throughout the day. It's very good for you. I put a slice of orange in there today. Most of the time I don't put anything, but you can put cucumbers in there, lemons, limes, orange, just to give it a little bit of flavor, and it really does give it some flavor. And I happen to put it in a really pretty glass today. I don't normally do that. I have a big giant glass that I keep, so I know I'm drinking at least my 2 big glasses. They're like, I think it's like 36 ounces or something, the glass. But today, for you, I put it in a nice crystal glass. And it is fun to do that for yourself, to put it in a nice pretty glass, right? So I'm going to show you I've already showed you how to set up an altar, which this is my makeshift altar. I moved into the dining room just because I don't have great lighting in my room, but I do have my altar up, and I use it in my morning routine. So first thing, because your kids, we're gonna, if you can get this, and I'll make a list of the things that you need for your altar, and probably post it below or send it out to your parents. But here's a little battery operated light. I put it in my little cute little lotus flower candle holder, and then there's my light for the day. I also like to ring a bell, and you can do this in any order you want. I feel like that calls in the spirits. I just got chills, like there's angels here already. So I light the candle. I will close my eyes. Sometimes I'll pick a stone. Today I'm gonna pick this rose quartz, and I'll hold it. That also gives me a beautiful energy. And I call in the light, or you may call it a prayer, but I'll just do something. I'm just gonna do a little mini version here. Sometimes it's a little longer, sometimes it's this short. Great Spirit, Mother, Father, God, I'm so grateful to be here with you, here on planet Earth, as an earthling. Please show me what's mine to do today. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my home, for the food that I eat, for the courage that I have, for my mind to learn and my heart to love, and for my connection with Mother Nature and all that is. For this and much more, I'm grateful. And may today be awesome. And so it is. So that's it, a little tiny prayer. If you're not, if you don't have a religious background, that's totally fine. It could just be a simple thank you. Thank you for another day on earth. And maybe you're doing that just out to the universe, right? But it's something to just bring us here and recognize that we're here. So then I'll probably put my little thing down. Sometimes I just want to pick up something else. I mean, you really let yourself enjoy this time, but there are some other things related to it that I do. One of the biggest things is I pick a card. So I have several decks of cards. There are a few I'm going to recommend to you. This angel card is a little more advanced. These are Doreen Virtue, the angel cards. These cards I absolutely love. They're my favorite deck for kids. It's called Children's Spirit Animals. I am going to recommend that your parents get you these cards, or Doreen Virtue's Magical Unicorn cards. And she also has a Fairies and Mermaids deck. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a card from the Children's Animal Spirit deck for us today. And so you can see the cards look like this. Look at that. Beautiful, right? And let's see which one Spirit wants me to learn about today. The horse. Ooh, I got chills. Look at that. Trust your feelings. Now, I'm not going to read from the guidebook, but here is a guidebook, and it gives you a little, maybe I'll read just the first line or so you can get an idea. Horse says, it's so tempting sometimes to just go along with something. Like when a friend invites you somewhere that you know is off limits, and even though it just doesn't feel right, you ignore your true feelings and go there anyway. Well, horse is telling you, to trust your feelings and follow that inner guidance, right? So I love this deck. I highly recommend it. And there's a bit of a religious overtone in it. It's by Dr. Stephen B. Farmer, and there are a few cards that say God in it, just so parents know that. Okay, so that's that. I love it. It's beautiful. And then here, I'm going to pick a magical unicorn card today because these are super fun. And so I happen to have a little stand. This one's a little elephant. I think I got it at, what's that called? The World Marketplace that we love so much. It's a beautiful place. So here are the unicorn cards. Let's see which one we're meant to have today. Try something new. You'll only know that you can do something if you try. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? That's a unicorn riding on a whale. Oh no, it's a unicorn and a whale and a dolphin all riding in the ocean. So apparently the unicorn is trying something new. I love it. So I have another little clippy thing. So these are, you might have to look online to find a little card holder. That's what I call them. So those are my cards. I would then go on to read, for each of them from the little book. And like I said, each of the books is like a 2-page little note about the card that you pulled. So I like that as kind of my setting up my day. So I'm thinking of the horse and trying something new, trusting my feelings, right? So that's a wonderful way to start the day. If I had a little more extra time, I might want to take out some of my fairies out of my magical. This is my little toy box that I have. I might want to put out a few of my little fairies just for fun. Have them have some whimsical adventures on my altar. My little Smurf I have, right? So you can just do your own little ceremony you want to do. But there is something else. So after I pick the cards, so I've said my prayer. I rang my little bell, lit my candle, I got centered, picked my 2 cards. The next thing I do is I have a basket by somewhere near my altar. Here's my basket, right? And it has in here the current book I'm reading. This one's called, it's hard to see with that little gold, Life Loves You. It's by Louise Hay and Robert Holden. Fantastic little book. I don't know if it's right for kids, but it's definitely not wrong for kids. Let me just tell you that. I just don't know if it's that interesting for you. And then I have a couple blank journals, right? Well, hopefully they'll be filled, but I love these little journals. They're so cute. And this is my actual journal that I'm working in right now, which I like this big size because you can just stick a notebook in here, and then you've got find a pretty cover. This I found in Mexico, so I don't know if you'll be able to find that anywhere. But anyway, I have my journal, basically, is what I'm saying. And because sometimes I journal, although usually I journal in my bedtime routine. So it's up to you how you want to do your routine, and I will do a video for the bedtime routine a little later. This is a really cool book I have that's learning breathing techniques. So if I had a little extra time, I might do here's literally one breathing technique. You just read that and do the practice and you're done. So I really like this. I love this book actually. It's so cute and sweet. Where is your breath? Here's one here, little bear, talking about going through your breath. So that one's called Breathe Like a Bear by Kyra Wiley. I also love her CD. She's got a beautiful yoga CD with music. And so that's lovely. And here's Buddha at bedtime. I keep that in my basket, but obviously I use it at bedtime. So I just wanted to show you it's my journal and book basket. I try not to have too many things in there because I want one book that I'm reading until I finish and maybe a nighttime book. And then the other thing that's really important is I wanted to show you my checklist, which we will talk about this also in the JoyHeartCircle. I just wanted to show you now that I always do my checklist after I do my morning routine because I can check a few things off, like prayer daily. I check that off on my list. See, this is my weekly checklist. My altar cards daily. I can check that off for today because I just did my cards and I just did my prayer for today. So see, you see how it goes? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so I just checked off for Sunday. Bedtime intentions, I haven't done that. We'll talk about that later. I do usually a 3 or 4 minute, actually I do at least a 5 minute, sometimes a 10, 15 minute meditation while I'm sitting here. So after I draw my cards, that's usually when I will just tune in for about 5 minutes and do a little short silent meditation, focusing on my breath. Then I will do some reading. Sometimes I do the reading first, and then the last thing I do for my morning routine is I check off my list. And I also do this at night in the beloved bedtime ritual. So that's all I wanted to share for you now. I hope you create, oh, I forgot one other thing. I do keep in here, I like this little clipboard thingy because it has this, and I will oftentimes after my meditation write my to-do list for the day. So if you're really busy and you have a lot of things to do, you can do that. You can also get I have a cute little clipboard somewhere, but you can write it on a little pad too, so you don't feel like you have to fill that paper. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day and create a morning routine that you love. That's all for now. Bye.